Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are, there you are. And I hope you are having, will have had a glorifious day because glorifious days are extremely important to have. We're having a glorifious day here in Madras. Today the sun is shining. It was 70 degrees. I was on my walk and all of a sudden there were about 4 fires that sprung up overnight that caused smoke to come in. So I huffed and I puffed and I got through it, and it was all good, I think. Today we're going to talk about the missing piece. Y'all know about the missing piece? The missing piece is something that's missing. Good. It's missing, and it can be destroying your relationships or your job, your retirement, your whole life. The missing piece can be tied to your lack of trust. The good news, you can recover that missing piece. In fact, lack of trust was pointed out to me by a book that Shel Silverstein wrote. It's a children's book. He wrote it in 1976. It's entitled The Missing Piece. In it, he describes how we search to find or recovering our missing piece. Our missing piece can cause us to be anxious, depressed, or both, and confused about what to do to fill in the gap missing in our soul. I had a missing piece when I was like from 8 to 21, 27. 8 to 27, I had a missing piece. I filled it in with alcohol and drugs and with love and with marriage and with children and with joining the Air Force. All those missing pieces, I worked with it and I never felt whole. I never felt complete. I never felt content because our missing piece can cause us to be anxious, depressed, or both. Confused about what to do to fill it in, and when we're confused and we have that missing piece and we're anxious to put it together so that we feel content, we feel whole, we have self-esteem, we have confidence, we want everything we want to do, we may try falling in love. We may try alcohol or drugs. We may try having affairs or engage in promiscuous sex. We may try pornography. We may try overworking or overspending, or we may just give up and drop out. But in my experience, the missing piece is trust. Erik Erikson, one of the most cited psychologists of the 20th century, said that trust is what we learn from birth to 18 months of age. If we don't learn trust then, we will learn distrust. And trust is, we incorporate trust in 4 different spheres of our life from our caretakers. And those are physical, touch, holding, cuddling, intellectual, good words, and kind voice, emotional, in terms of being held, comforted, patted, let known that you're loved, and spiritual, being taken to a church or being taught that there is a higher power or praying. All of those things are spiritual. If we get positive vibes in those 4 spheres, we're going to learn trust. If we don't get positive vibes in any one of those 4 spheres, and they all work together, we will learn to distrust. In my experience, we learn both. We learn trust and we learn distrust, but we learn one more than the other. And if we learn distrust, what we'll do is learn to trust our distrust, and we'll look at the negative in our lives. And we'll always feel missing. We'll always feel like there's something that's not right because we're not feeling content. We're not feeling joy. We're not feeling happy. We're not feeling as if we're in control of our life. And that's sad. That's hard to live with. Believe me, I know. So, we can have low or no self-confidence in what we do and in who we are, as well as developing a judgment of others as not good enough. If we see ourselves as not good enough, we see others as either better than us and we take a lower position in life, or we see ourselves as better than them or not as good as them, and therefore we have to bring them down to our level. So remember that the missing piece affects not only us, but the way we view other people. So this lack of confidence may very well be our missing piece. But there's good news. I found it. And that is that our missing piece can be found and filled within ourselves. We can learn or relearn how to trust ourselves and trust others again. So if you want to do that, call me or email me or text me. I guess that's it. No, you can go on my website and leave me a message and I'll get it and I'll get to it. Okay. 541-325-2118. rebuildingtrustcoach@gmail.com. rebuildingtrustcoach.com. And YouTube is Rebuilding Trust Coach. All right. Have a glorious day. See you next week. Bye-bye.